This is Vegas Nation Blitz, presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Welcome into Vegas Nation Blitz. I'm Cassie Soto. There have been some questions over the last few weeks if we were going to see yet another mid-season slump from the Raiders, and the team is not doing very much to prove otherwise. A horrible loss coming from the Silver and Black on Sunday, unable to hold off the Bengals, losing 32-13. Making that 3 straight losses in a row. Let's go ahead and get to our top story, brought to you by Capriotti's. There's no better time than game time to score party favorites. Order online to get Capriotti's party trays, box lunches, or large subs for the whole crew. Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignore here with me now. Vinny, let's start things out with the number 1. 1 for 7. That's how many times the Raiders were able to convert on third down. Can you make sense of what's been the issue there for this Raiders offense?
Well, it's not just 1 for 7. It's actually 2 for 16 if you go back a week before against the Kansas City Chiefs. So obviously this is problematic for the Raiders, and the problems are all over the place. From penalties to miscues to mental errors to lack of efficiency to bad blocking to poor play calling. There's everywhere you look, there's an issue on third down. The bottom line is they're not getting it done, and they have to start getting it done, because when you don't convert on third downs, you're putting the ball back to the opposition. That means your defense is playing more, and it starts with an inability to convert on third downs.
Well, the Raiders' defense was moving and shaking to start off the game, but being that they had to be on the field for so dang long, I believe it was over 37 minutes, we saw things sort of start to crumble in the end there. The Bengals were able to score 19 points in the fourth quarter alone.
It comes down to execution offensively. Like we mentioned, you can't keep putting your defense on the field over and over again. That's exactly what happened against the Kansas City Chiefs. The game got away from them in the fourth quarter. It was close up until that point. Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals, it was close up until the breaking point where the defense, again, just got fatigued being on the field too much. For me, it comes down to the basics. What do the Raiders really want to do? They want to be able to run the ball. That's what they're built on. It's what their offense is predicated on, but they haven't been able to do that, at least not in a sustainable way. But they can't abandon. I know I've seen on social media, forget about the run, just throw the ball. You can't win that way. You become one-dimensional, and the Raiders just aren't built to do that. So trying to manufacture some semblance of a run game in order to convert third and shorts, in order to be able to be in better down and distances, especially on third downs, is going to help. But until they start doing that, they're going to be the one-dimensional team they've been for far too long this year.
Final one, Vinny. I asked you last week what was going to be the key for this Raiders to get the win over the Bengals, and you said that they needed to play clean and efficient football. That did not happen on Sunday. 7 penalties for 77 yards. How big of a role did those penalties play in this loss for the Raiders?
Huge. You look at defensive penalties, 3 third down penalties in situations where the Raiders actually stopped the Bengals on third down were prolonged because they committed penalties on those plays. What did those do? They gave the Bengals first down, fresh set of downs, and led to 16 points. So they've got to get away from the penalties, whether they're offensively or defensively. They're continually shooting themselves in the foot. This really isn't an issue of are they fighting, are they battling, all of those type of things. The fact is they're just not playing clean football, and it's been 3 weeks running now. I don't know what the explanation is. I don't know why. I don't know how they stopped doing that, but the fact is they have to, and they have to do it in a hurry. The Dallas Cowboys game is on Thursday, a short week obviously, but they have to get back on track, and it starts with playing clean football. It dictates everything.
Around the League, brought to you by Pirate Plumbing, the masters of disasters. Hey everyone, it's Heidi Fang here with Adam Hill, our NFL and Raiders writer. We're going to talk about the AFC West standings right now. Adam, both the Chiefs and Chargers come away with wins in the division, retaining their hold at the top spots. What do you make of their performances that just took place?
Yeah, certainly not good news for the Raiders. We saw just a couple of weeks ago, this division was all bunched up, everybody within a half game. Now the Chiefs have started to pull away a little bit, and the Chargers starting to look a little bit better as well. We saw them get that very dramatic win over the Steelers. So they're starting to create a little bit of separation. And even more concerning than that, I think, for Raiders fans and even Broncos fans, would be that the Chiefs just look good. They look good again. They're playing better. We didn't know if it was kind of a fluke. Maybe they just got healthy against the Raiders, but they looked really good again against the kind of banged up Cowboys team. So the Chiefs are starting to look like the Chiefs, starting to create separation. Not great news for the rest of the division.
Well, as we look at those top two teams in the AFC West, the Chiefs and the Chargers, Adam, how do they stack up against some of the top ones like the Titans and the Bills that are right now taking hold of the top of the AFC playoff standing?
Yeah, I mean, the Bills are certainly reeling a little bit. They have not looked great in a while. Their quarterback is incredibly inconsistent, as talented as he is. We saw him have one great season last year, and now kind of regressing a little bit this year. And then you look around the Ravens, Lamar Jackson's been sick. They've shown some vulnerability as well. The Dolphins kind of figured them out a little bit. The Titans, we thought were just going to run away and hide with the entire AFC. They beat some of the heavyweights, and then they lose at home to the Texans. So obviously Derrick Henry's absence has been big there. So nobody is really standing out, and I think the rest of the conference kind of feels like the rest of the AFC West. They're starting to get a little bit worried about what the Chiefs look like right now.
Vegas Nation Injury Brief, sponsored by Knockfee Injury Law.
Despite the quick turnaround, a Thursday game in Dallas, the Raiders are relatively healthy, a relatively clean bill of health. Daniel Carlson was a full participant in practice on Tuesday after missing Monday's practice with an undisclosed illness. John Simpson limited with a rib injury, and Dylan Stoner and Andre James both full participants with Achilles and thumb injuries respectively. On the Dallas side, Ezekiel Elliott, who was a limited participant in practice on Monday, was a full participant Tuesday, as well as tackle Tyron Smith. So the Dallas Cowboys, they do have some injuries and are dealing with some issues in the receiving core, CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper, but it looks like they're going to have their franchise running back. Raiders, Cowboys, Thursday on Thanksgiving. For more updates throughout the course of the week, go to vegasnation.com. I'm Sam Gordon. That is the Injury Brief.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler, the perfect bridge between internet pricing and a traditional brick-and-mortar jewelry store. We specialize in loose diamonds, natural and lab-grown, engagement rings, fashion jewelry, custom design, and jewelry repairs. We operate by appointment in our beautiful offices in the One Summerlin building, downtown Summerlin. Our great relationships with the world's largest diamond wholesalers and our low overhead saves you hundreds, if not thousands, on your purchase.
Vegas Nation Game Day Live. The latest Raider breaking news on vegasnation.com 90 minutes before kickoff. Game Day Live, sponsored by South Point Sportsbook.
Mic check.
Being a Raider fan for a long time, 20 years of this crap is enough. I'm fed up. I just want to be a part of the moment it changes. I want that so bad. And that's what keeps driving me. I get pissed off and I get upset, and I stand up here, and I've done this way too many times than I'd like to do it.
I mean, I don't really have all the answers, but at the end of the day, it comes down to, are you moving the chains or not? And we just haven't been doing that.
Football is going to be ups and downs. Unfortunately, these past few weeks we haven't got it done as a group, as a team. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep working. It's part of the game. Adversity is going to come, and it's just all about how you respond.
Now let's go ahead and check in with the Raider Nation on social media. 3 L's in a row has the Silver and Black faithful feeling pretty down. Damian Lillard tweeting he might check out for the remainder of the season. Things are looking very similar to disappointing seasons of the past. We'll see if they can get a win in Dallas on the short week. And defensive end Max Crosby is a huge MMA fan. We've seen him shouting out UFC's Justin Gaethje. And after Sunday's game, the two linked up along with Gaethje's family. Unfortunately, the Raiders did not get that win, but any game at Allegiant Stadium is, as Gaethje put it, a taste of the good life.
Vegas Nation, the road ahead, sponsored by your Southern Nevada Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us here on Vegas Nation Blitz. I'm Cassie Soto, and joining me now is sports columnist for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Ed Graney. Ed, luckily for the Raiders, they don't have much time to dwell on this horrible loss that we saw on Sunday. They have a short week, obviously playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. But with it being such a short week, Ed, how many adjustments, what kind of adjustments can they make realistically before they take on the Cowboys?
Realistically, I don't know, Cassie, but they better make a lot offensively. We both sat there and watched them. They were terrible offensively. They have not been good offensively for 3 weeks now. What's happening also is I don't know if they've been very good defensively, but because they're so bad on offense, that defense has been on the field almost the entire game. They get tired. You can see it in the end. So Derek Carr, the offense, Greg Olsen, they better figure some things out, as Derek Carr said after yesterday's game, or it's going to be another long day. It's on them to kind of right this ship, to get things going offensively, to start running the ball, to throw down field goal, and do all the things they're not doing right now to have any kind of chance in Dallas.
Well, you mentioned the offense and changing some things up there. What are the chances, if any at all, we see a guy named Marcus Mariota take the field on Thursday?
Let's be honest. I think we're all kind of tired of them saying there's packages for Marcus Mariota. I guess that means 3rd and 1, 3rd and short, whatever. If you have packages, then put the guy in the game. Now, are they going to change quarterbacks? No, they're not going to do that yet. Now, 3 weeks from now, if you and I are sitting here talking about a 5-8 team, then maybe it's time that they're going to give who's the highest paid number 2 quarterback in the league last 2 years a look at what he can do. You have to, I think, at some point, if this season goes the wrong way, find out what you have in Marcus Mariota. Derek Carr has no dead money against the cap next year. We don't know if Derek Carr will be around next year. We don't know who the head coach is going to be next year. We don't know who the GM is going to be next year. So while I don't think Marcus Mariota is going to be the guy now, down the road, if it goes south or continues to go south, I think we could see him play. As far as this week, if they have short yardage packages, then put the guy in the game and let's see what they are.
Being that the Raiders are playing in a primetime Thanksgiving Day matchup, we are moving up Vegas Nation Game Day to air on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. So please be sure to join us as we bring you everything you need to know ahead of that Raiders-Cowboys Thursday matchup. For our entire Vegas Nation crew, I'm Cassie Soto. Thank you so much for watching. Join the action with the Las Vegas Review-Journal's Pro Football Contest. Predict each week's winning team for a chance to win a $25 gift card from presenting sponsor Capriati's or a $30 gift card from Big Dogs Brewing Company. Sign up today at lvrj.com/pro football.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.